Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, doing great. I'm excited because it's Tuesday. We get to talk to your papa. We do that.
We do. I love Tuesdays
every week.
with Charlie.
Yeah, Tuesdays with Charlie. And if you are a big fan of Tuesdays with Charlie, I actually have a T-shirt design, and it's a Tuesdays with Charlie T-shirt design. And I've got a link to that on our Facebook page.
All right.
So for those of you who, are number one fans and whatnot, we do have that online. I've got a link on our social media, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. It is a Tuesday. We got a good quote for today as well. It says, a hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself. Joseph Campbell. I agree.
Agreed.
That's great. And I'm amazed at how humble so many heroes are. People who are absolutely heroes, and then they say, nah, it's nothing. Anybody would have done it. And you're like, no, not anybody would have done it.
That's right.
You did it because you are a hero. So there you go. Coming up, we got a lot of special things to get to. We'll tell you all about that in a bit.
John and Heidi.
If you're a business owner trying to do your own website, maybe it's time to get help. Or if you don't even have a website, it's definitely time for help. It's 2018. This internet thing is here to stay. At 49bydesign.com, we offer a simple plan to get you online for just $49 a month with no setup fee. This includes a website with the hosting and domain name included in the price. We have larger packages available, but this will get you online so people can find you in 2018. We're affordable by design at 49bydesign.com. That's 49bydesign.com.
John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Tuesday, April the 3rd. It is American Circus Day. So it's a good day to take in a circus, apparently. It is also Armenian Appreciation Day. Do you appreciate the Armenians?
No.
Well, you should, at least today. It's also Find a Rainbow Day. It is Fish, Fingers, and Custard Day. That is very specific.
That's a bizarre combination.
What in the world? National Chocolate Mousse Day. I like how they spell mousse. It's M-O-U-S-S-E. So that way you know that it's not like a giant animal, a chocolate giant animal. Chocolate Mousse Day. National Don't Go to Work Unless It's Fun Day. National Film Score Day. I bet our son has some favorite film scores. We should have asked him what they are. He loves movie soundtracks. Also, Pony Express Day, SAM Day of Action, S-A-A-M Day of Action, Tweed Day, Weed Out Hate, Sow the Seeds of Greatness Day, and World Party Day. I think we need to celebrate.
I like World Party Day.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff to do. Thanks for listening on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All-American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-818-3967. 800-818-3967. That's 800-818-3967. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
John and Heidi.
Coming up, we've got your brain on drugs, but first, a 24-year-old in China faces multiple charges after he crashed his vehicle into a roadside wall at about 10:30 in the evening, suffered minor injuries, was taken to a hospital. Instead of seeing a doctor, though, he helped himself to an ambulance while nobody was looking. Didn't get very far. He crashed the ambulance while he was still on the hospital property. So we had another dude last week that stole an ambulance and drove home.
I was thinking this was the same guy.
No, this is a different guy, because the other guy, they came and picked him up, and then he, when he was at the hospital, waited like 3 hours, stole an ambulance, parked it in his neighbor's driveway. Remember that?
That's right. Yeah.
This one here, this guy didn't get far. He crashed the ambulance after crashing his own car. So he clearly was not in good condition to be driving anywhere. So it's kind of sad. That happened in China. Coming up, we've got your brain on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Each day at this time, we talk about people doing dumb things under the influence, but addiction is no laughing matter. If you or someone you know needs help, there's a toll-free number you can call.
1-800-438-0380.
That's the Addiction Hope and Helpline.
1-800-438-0380.
And this is your brain on drugs. 30-year-old Michael Bello of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, had a little too much fun St. Patrick's Day. So this one's from a couple weeks back, it looks like. He was arrested, and police say he was driving under the influence and vomiting out the window at the same time. That's not good.
No.
They say that the incident happened around 2 p.m., and they were notified of a possible DUI. Somebody witnessed the driver getting sick out the window, swerving all over into oncoming traffic. The vehicle was stopped by police. He was taken into custody. A chemical test of his breath confirmed that he was driving under the influence of alcohol, later charged with 2 counts of driving under the influence and driving on the right side of the roadway, meaning the wrong side of the roadway. And it says here, meaning partially or fully in the shoulder lane. So he was driving on the far right side, like in a non-driving lane. So there we go. That's too bad. Again, make better choices. Don't do those kind of things. Don't drink and drive. I mean, there's no excuse.
Don't ever drink and drive.
No, I'm just saying, there's never, ever an excuse. Somebody will give you a ride. Don't do that. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Steven Spielberg is probably smiling right now. His latest flick, what is it called here? Ready Player One, broke the $500 million mark in the opening weekend, making it numero uno.
I'm so out of touch. I don't even know what this movie is.
It is based in the future, but then like a lot of the movie music and a lot of the things on screen are based in the 80s. So it's kind of got the futuristic vibe to it, gamer vibe because it's a game movie, and then it's got like a nostalgia vibe to it. So that's why I think it did well, is there are a lot of people who were really liking all of these different things. Now, there was a book as well, and I have a friend who read the book and then went to the movie and said, it's a great movie, but if you're going there expecting a book turned into a movie, don't, because it's different. But it's still really good. So I like the fact that she was saying, I like it on its own, but it really wasn't just a adaptation of the book. So many people think, well, it's terrible, it's not the same. Well, yeah, if it was the same, they wouldn't have needed to have done it because, you know, you read the book. MTV, speaking of little screen, they're gearing up for the return of Jersey Shore this coming Thursday, so day after tomorrow. Jersey Shore, by the way, has the highest ratings of any show rated on MTV in the year 2009. So that was like their biggest hit almost a decade ago.
That's not saying much.
And they're bringing that one back. This has been Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
John and Heidi.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Now, your scoop of the day, courtesy of FirstCupIsFree.com. Amazon's digital answering service. If we say her name, anyone that has one of these nearby. Now, look, when we say Alexa, if you have one, she just lit up. Hi, Alexa. Anyway, is feared to be storing and sharing personal information of its users. This is why Heidi won't let me get one.
We're not going to get one.
We have a couple of different friends that have them, and I think it's cool because you can just say her name and then she'll start listening, but she's already listening.
She's always listening. Otherwise, she wouldn't hear her name.
Yeah, and gets confused because I said the word election and the music stopped. I was like, no, I didn't say your name. I said election, not Alexa. So anyway, there's a lot of people now that are unplugging. So they're saying, I don't think I want Big Brother getting all my info, just listening to me all the time. Well, for those of you who don't want that, you might want to store your cell phone somewhere else as well, because they're also always listening. I mean, it's through Google, but you know, if I ask that a question, it'll answer. It's always listening too. So I don't know. Just don't do bad stuff, I guess. I'm not sure what else we're going to do. We've brought this technology into our own homes. They didn't force it on us. We brought it in. And that's the thing with Facebook. People are freaking out about that. I'm like, don't tell it things you don't want everybody to know. I mean, don't go on there and say things that you don't want the whole world to know, because the whole world could know it.
Yeah. I saw a thing online that was hilarious. Like back in the day, people were paranoid that there were wiretaps in their house. And now today, everybody's like, hey, wiretap, do you have a recipe for pancakes?
Anyway, people freaking out about the old Alexa thing. So, and again, if you happen to have one, I apologize because it probably stopped 12 times during this one story. A study by the University of Cambridge found that sleep is the key to rejuvenating your brain and organizing memories. So if you don't get enough sleep, don't be surprised if your brain doesn't work as well. Did we really need a study for that?
No.
I think what happened there is some researcher was taking a nap in the office. When they walked in, they said, "Hey, I thought you were going to be working. You got stuff to do." "Oh yeah, I was working on a sleep study."
Doing some research.
It's a sleep study. That's what it is. A study by the Sunday Times found that London's murder rate has now overtaken New York City's murder rate
saw that.
for the first time ever. That's not good.
And they have no guns there. So
Well,
how are people getting
I don't know.
murdered?
I don't know. And here's a story that's going to make Heidi smile. A wild monkey is on the loose in northern Miami. He's been drawing large crowds at trees where he's been playing. I would love to see this wild monkey.
I love
I'll bet there's
monkeys.
probably 10 billion videos of this wild
I would
monkey
love
online.
to have a monkey.
I know. She keeps asking me to get her a monkey. I'm like, no. We have 2 dogs, and that's enough struggle. Can only imagine if they had opposable thumbs. That would be really bad. Helping themselves to things. I don't think so. And it says here, a small fire broke out on the 88th floor at 432 Park Avenue in New York, which is the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. So,
Yikes.
firefighter saved a man who was on the verge of jumping. So that's really cool that they got there in the nick of time. So that is crazy when you think that. The 88th floor.
I
Sure hope you're taking the elevator. Can you imagine walking
That
up?
would make me so nervous living
Walking
that
up to
high.
the 80th, yeah, exactly. Ted Nugent lashed out at student activists from Parkland, Florida, saying they have no soul. Well, that's not nice to say it that way. You can disagree with somebody without saying you have no soul. I'm pretty sure there's a happy medium in there somewhere, isn't there? I mean, it's got to be. And we're going to end with one last thing here, if I can get to it here. Thousands of well-wishers lined the streets of Cambridge to pay their respect to beloved scientist Stephen Hawking last week. It was over the weekend. He was laid to rest on Saturday. So it was really nice that a lot of people showed up for that. That's really, really cool. And we've got a guest that we're going to be visiting with here in a week or two that was in the movie about his life. So we've got one of our Movie Star Monday guests, Mia Mills is her name. She was in a movie about him. Coming up, we've got a lot of fun stuff to get to. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Do you have ideas for t-shirt designs, but you don't have a clue how to print them? Or maybe you'd like to have t-shirts and coffee mugs available to buy online with your business logo printed on them. There's a website that makes it easy. We set ours up in about 10 minutes. There's no sign-up fee, no minimum orders, no monthly fees. It's just a really easy way to put some cool items online for sale, and you get paid every time somebody buys them. You don't have to print or ship anything. Just sign up, upload your designs, and then let people know where they can get your cool stuff. More details available at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
It's time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
Well, it's Tuesday and it's cloudy and I'm not happy.
Well, there's a way for it to be worse, I'm sure. But the good news is at least you get to visit with us, and we're going to brighten your day right now. We're going to brighten everybody's day with some great stuff. What do we have for today?
Well, you ain't going to like this, but we're going to call this, today is Sports Facts Day.
Sports facts?
okay.
That's cool.
We got the Final Four going on. We got Masters coming up, you know.
Oh, yeah. We don't know what any of that stuff is, but let's do it.
And I know you don't know a football from a baseball.
Oh, I do. I know the one is one shape and the other it's a little different.
You know what a punter is in the NFL?
Yeah.
What's the average length of their career as a punter for a football team?
2 years.
God, you're close.
5.
Just under 5.
Wow. Heidi's closer than me.
Imagine that. Good guess, both of you.
Thank you.
Hey, then, I told you this once before, but every ball used in Major League Baseball is dirty.
Every ball is dirty?
Every ball is dirty.
They make it dirty on purpose?
Yep.
Oh.
In order to take the slick factory sheen off and allow pitchers to get a better grip, Major League Baseball wipes down each baseball with mud from an undisclosed location on the Delaware River.
Huh.
And you know what? I have seen people before pitching pick up dirt off of the mound and rub it on the ball. I wondered why they did that, but I've seen them do that.
It's a dirt ball.
Doing that for 75 years.
Huh.
Really?
Interesting.
You'd think they'd be getting, the old Delaware River be getting deep.
They're digging it out.
And then I'll ask you one more thing about the baseball. You know how many balls they use a year, baseballs?
I bet thousands.
850,000 golf balls a year.
Golf balls or baseballs?
Golf balls and baseballs.
I was going to say, what are they doing in the major leagues? Going to throw a golf ball and see what happens.
Wow. That's a lot.
He got confused. He was thinking how many golf balls we would need if we were playing every week. That's how many we would need.
So just go to show you got to have balls to play baseball.
Yes,
you do.
And then, well, speaking of golf balls, you know how many dimples are on a golf ball?
Oh, we just talked about
We
this.
did. We did just talk about it. You and I did.
386.
336.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was so close.
Well, you were close again.
Yes.
That, by the way, is way higher than what I thought it
Yeah.
was.
I know,
I
it's
was
like
I was
13.
shocked. Yeah, 13. I was thinking 100 and something.
You were once again wrong.
Yes.
Jeez.
Now, here's why we don't do this. Each year, 30,000 people are seriously injured by exercise equipment.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I knew a lot of people were. I've seen some videos of people getting injured by exercise equipment.
There was just a video like a week ago. Some guy was bouncing around in the background of some video. He wasn't supposed to be on
Yeah.
screen. He was just happened to be caught in the background getting tangled up in something.
That's why you don't see any of that stuff in my house.
That's right.
Exactly.
It's a safety thing.
Gotta play it safe.
Then I got one last thing here for you.
All right, what's that?
People in nudist colonies play volleyball more than any other sport.
Really?
No kidding. I wonder why that is. I guess what other sport are you going to play, right?
I don't know. I think you can play. There's a lot of jumping up and down in volleyball.
I would have thought it was touch football.
Well, you ready for a question from us, Charlie?
Okay, I'll see if I can answer it.
All right. Every year, how many million gallons of oil runs off pavement into streams and rivers and eventually oceans in the United States alone?
I'd say 165.
165 million? No, it's 16 million. Every year,
Wow.
16 million gallons of oil runs off pavement into streams, rivers, and eventually into oceans in the United States. That is more than was spilled by the Exxon Valdez oil spill, by the way.
How do they measure that? That's
Some
just
guy
a
in a room
ridiculous
with a
guess.
calculator. I don't know. I bet he was right.
Hey, I bet he's close.
Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure. We'll talk to you again next week.
Should we do it on Tuesday?
That
That's
sounds
a good day.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll be here.
All right.
Bye,
Charlie.
Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there, we talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
John and Heidi.
In a world that constantly tells you you're not good enough,
12 easy ways to lose weight now.
it's easy to start believing that. I'm Amanda Johnson. I have a new perspective on the self-help genre. My book, Becoming Enough, A Heroine's Journey to the Already Perfect Self, will guide you to find your own happiness. Learn to block out the distractions of what the world thinks and learn to be happy with who you truly are. Becoming Enough. Available now on Amazon or learn more at amandajohnson.tv.
John and Heidi.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A 10-year-old mattress weighs twice as much as a brand new mattress. It doubles in weight due to the debris it absorbs over time.
I know, it's disgusting.
Dust mites and their droppings and their decaying bodies, mold, millions of dead skin cells, dandruff, animal and human hair, secretions, excretions, lint, pollen, dust, soil, sand, and a lot of perspiration. The average person loses at a rate of a quart a day. That's a lot of perspiration. So if that's the average, I think I might be above average.
I know, I wake up really freaking hot. Somebody keeps closing our bedroom door and
I
our
don't know who that
bedroom
is.
gets
That's me.
miserable.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I think you gave me pneumonia the other day leaving the windows open. I'm not quite ready for that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In space, astronauts cannot cry because there's no gravity and tears cannot flow.
Oh.
Okay, says they cannot. What if they cry then?
So
What would
then
happen?
space is the happiest place on
No,
Earth.
I don't think so. I think it's just a confusing place. And final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Most lipstick contains fish scales. We've talked about that before.
Yes.
That's why I don't wear lipstick. Well,
And whale fat, I believe.
many reasons I don't. Thanks for listening to a couple of fun facts, courtesy of LearnWithoutLoans.com.
John and Heidi.
If you're a business owner trying to do your own website, maybe it's time to get help. Or if you don't even have a website, it's definitely time for help. It's 2018. This internet thing is here to stay. At 49bydesign.com, we offer a simple plan to get you online for just $49 a month with no setup fee. This includes a website with the hosting and domain name included in the price. We have larger packages available, but this will get you online so people can find you in 2018. We're affordable by design at 49bydesign.com. That's 49bydesign.com.
John and Heidi.
The results are in, and the grandiloquent word is here to stay. I read this
Yay.
solemn decree from the grandiloquent word peoples. So, Heidi, you don't seem excited about this.
I think they're the only ones who voted, the grandiloquent word people.
It was me and them, just us. Like, we should keep it. Yeah, we should keep it. All right, our grandiloquent word for today is bilbos. What do you think bilbos means, Heidi?
I know what bimbos are.
Bilbos. Bilbos is a plural noun. It is an iron bar with sliding shackles used to fasten prisoners' ankles. So it's how they attach the ankles, and it slides back and forth a little bit. So it's like the way you would stop. You'd keep somebody from running away, apparently.
Okay.
With a bilbo. Bilboes. Bilbos. It's a kind of a fun one. I don't know where I'm going to use that.
It's a fun one.
It's just fun to say. It sounds naughty, but it's not. It's just a thing that fasten your ankles. And it's today's grandiloquent word of the day.
John and Heidi.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Now, some weird news, courtesy of FirstCupIsFree.com, bringing food through the airport security. Well, TSA is going to screen that now, too. Apparently, this has become a big deal over the last couple weeks. With prices of airport food skyrocketing, many airlines are becoming increasingly stingy with their onboard food offerings. Packing a snack is almost a must these days. But according to new guidelines from the Transportation Security Administration, also known, Heidi, as the TSA, you should now be prepared to take that snack out of the bag so the agent can get a closer look at everything you've got. Over the last year, they've been rolling out a new screening procedure for all larger electronics. That requires travelers to remove the larger items, anything larger than a cell phone, from the carry-on bags. They've been doing that for a long time.
Well, I have no problems with them looking at it, but if they try to take... Because what if you're traveling with a small child and they need things like grapes and stuff that you can't get once you get past the TSA.
They're not taking stuff from you. So they've been looking at...
as long as they're just looking at it, that's fine. I have no problem with that.
But they just want to make sure that you're not smuggling something on board.
Right.
I've got a link to the whole story on our Facebook page. I'm looking to see here. It says, many are claiming that they've had their snacks inspected before flying recently. So,
so what?
And I know one, they said that she had a bag of like fruit roll-ups, and they pulled 3 boxes of them. They pulled each one out and tested every single thing, like ran for the gunpowder test, thinking the fruit roll-ups were like little bombs or something. I'm not sure what they were going to do.
But you
with
know
those.
what? You could.
Yeah,
and why would
I
somebody
suppose.
get on a plane with 3 boxes of fruit roll-ups?
Because
That's a little suspect by itself.
And that's probably why they pulled that one aside. So she just said, I was planning for my whole vacation, not just the trip there. So I've got a link to that story at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, courtesy of LearnWithoutLoans.com. A Suffolk County, Long Island District Judge named Robert Cecile has been arrested on burglary charges for repeatedly breaking into his neighbor's home to steal her underwear. What?
Well,
the judge is married. He's a father of 3 young children, and he's accused of sneaking into a home across the street and stealing the underwear of a 23-year-old woman who lives there with her parents.
Oh, my gosh.
That is unusual. In his confession, he said he stole the underwear upon feeling urges. He admitted that on several occasions he entered the home, opened her hamper, and took her breeches.
Oh, my gosh.
He was taken into custody after an incident that happened last week when a young woman was alone. Prosecutors said she was sleeping but woke up when she heard the door open, and she called out hello. That's when she saw him in the doorway. He has been removed from the bench, is facing up to 15 years in prison. So that is just crazy.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck in prison there, dude.
He's a judge.
You're a judge.
Yeah. That's probably not a good thing.
No.
That's a bad idea. That's why it's today's moment of duh.
John and Heidi.
In a world that constantly tells you you're not good enough,
12 easy ways to lose weight now.
it's easy to start believing that. I'm Amanda Johnson. I have a new perspective on the self-help genre. My book, Becoming Enough, A Heroine's Journey to the Already Perfect Self, will guide you to find your own happiness. Learn to block out the distractions of what the world thinks and learn to be happy with who you truly are. Becoming Enough. Available now on Amazon or learn more at amandajohnson.tv.
John and Heidi.
Coming up, we've got some good news. Right now, we're going to play a fun little game called Dead or Canadian. So you got to tell me, Heidi,
All right.
the person I'm talking about, is this person dead or is this person Canadian?
Okay.
Or is it both? You know, it could be even that, I suppose. First one, Cy Young award-winning pitcher Ferguson Jenkins, dead or Canadian? Set something up so you
I
can.
have no idea. Dead.
No, Canadian. This is one you might know. I'm only going to do 3. Actor Dudley Moore, dead or Canadian?
He's dead.
Yeah, that is really sad.
Yeah, I love him.
We love the movie Arthur.
That was one of my all-time favorite movies.
Was such a funny man. And our final one, Detroit Red Wings star Gordon Howe, dead or Canadian?
Canadian.
Partial credit because he's both dead and Canadian.
Okay.
This has been...
I don't know the sports ones. You throw those things
I
at
don't
me.
make this stuff up. You think I know this stuff? They send this to me.
Okay.
This is what we were going to be replacing grandiloquent word with this nonsense.
Not with this one. No.
This is the same kind of stuff. Well, there you go.
The ones I wanted, you said are too naughty.
Well, they're naughty. I'm not going to do those. We've got some good news coming your way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with some good news, and I've got it right now, courtesy of Odiva, the monthly subscription service for Ladies Monthly Visitor. All the details online at radiosavings.com. Richard Overton, America's oldest living World War II veteran, visited his likeness on a mural in Austin, Texas. Actually, I don't know if that's where it is. Let me say this the right way. Austin, Texas native and America's oldest living World War II veteran, Richard Overton, got a chance to visit his likeness on a mural at 12th and Chicon Street in Austin. So it is in Austin, too. His cousin, Velma, posted a shot of the visit to Facebook. In the photo, Mr. Overton can be seen wearing the same big smile as his likeness. Martin Wilford, one of the Overton caretakers, told the company that was doing this story that he took the photo on his way from a haircut Thursday and sent it to Volma Overton, who then posted it on Facebook, not realizing how widely shared it would be until Friday of last week. It was the first time, by the way, that the 111-year-old man had seen the painting of himself. It's been there for a while, though. And it says, I said, "Pop, look at that picture. That's you right there." And he looked and turned his head and just smiled. "I think that was beautiful," told Overton. Or Overton told the news place. It's really cool. 111-year-old. He's the oldest living World War II veteran right now.
Wow.
And I think that's really cool. There's a mural of him. I got the whole story if you'd like to read it. And he served for a long, long time back in the 1940s. And it's got, in the story, kind of lists through where he served. Just a super cool story. And that was shared to me. And I appreciate people who think of me when they read good news and share that good news with us, because then we do what we can to share that to the rest of the audience, too. Heidi has shared me some good news lately. I got to get yours on.
I know. It's been a while since you've read any of them I've sent.
I just want to make sure I take care of the listeners first, because, I take care of you in other ways. So,
well,
she's my wife. I snuggle and hug. I give you hugs all the time. So, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
It's got awkward in here. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.